This Get Ready With Me is a hot mess, but it's somewhat coming together. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me video. I'm just going to give you guys a little life update and show you guys my outfit and everything, because I feel like usually in get ready with me's I don't do that, and I want to start incorporating that a little bit more. So yeah, like always, all the products that I use will be listed down below. So if you guys want to see this chit chat, then definitely keep on watching. Hi guys, we're back with another chit chat little get ready with me video. I'm really winging it with this white shirt because I normally try not to wear white when I'm getting ready because all the face powder just, it gets everywhere. But let's see if I can do this nice and clean. So I actually just filmed this video, but I decided to wash my face and redo it because I just felt like I looked really weird. And you know what, for a long time I have been like, if I don't like how I look in a video, I'm not gonna post it, because this is my channel and I want to put out content that I like. And there have been so many times where I had to put out videos like on my old channel just because I had to hit a deadline and I just hated how I looked in it. So I was like, fine, I'll just keep it. But this time, you know what? We're not gonna do that. And I have the means to refilm it, so we're just gonna redo it. I also just bleached my brows really quick while I was washing my makeup sponge. I swear, like, I was looking at this footage and then the last get ready with me video that I did, and I could see that my brows were so much lighter in the other one, and I really liked how they looked there. And I usually always bleach my brows, but I haven't done it in about, like, I'd say almost a month, and I could just tell that they were just a little too dark. I like when they're lighter because I feel like it makes my face look softer. So I just did that really quick. I got a little kit from Amazon and it was fairly cheap. I don't know if they still, like, the last time I tried to buy it, it was sold out. So if I can find it, I will link it, but really like it. It only takes about like 5 minutes depending on how light you want your brows. I do find that sometimes it can turn your hairs orange. So some of my brow hairs do look a little orange, but it's really not noticeable. Like, I guess if you were really close to my face and I didn't have any like an eyebrow pencil in, but otherwise you can't even tell. So I just wanted to chat with you guys while I was getting ready. I've been having a lot of like stomach issues lately, so that's just another sign that I really need to fix my diet. I already have a pretty sensitive stomach, but as of recently, just things that I normally eat haven't been reacting well. So I really need to clean up my diet. Like, I'm talking like super clean. Well, hopefully super clean. Because I don't know why I'm getting so sick so easily. Like, for example, I made some chicken tacos and everything that I used, I purchased before. Like, I got my cheese from Trader Joe's. The chicken was just from Stop and Shop, I believe, but it's chicken that I've had before. And the same like taco shells. And I ate it one time and I was like, okay, maybe it just wasn't reacting well with my stomach. So I made it again a few days afterwards and the same thing happened. So I'm really confused why that is happening to me, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. I definitely need to go to a doctor because it's so weird. Like, the older I get, I feel like I'm developing more food allergies. Like, for example, it was this week, I broke out into a rash and everything that I ate, I've eaten before. So it was just, it's really odd. I think that's just a sign for me just to kind of change my eating habits, because it's very apparent that my stomach does not react well to a lot of things. I'm doing my makeup over now and actually paying attention, and I already think that I look better because I did it like a few hours ago, and I felt like I looked so, like, you know when you do your makeup and like you just look at yourself and you're like, that's not what I should look like. Like, it looks odd, and I felt like I looked really odd. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some updates. So I still plan on uploading very regularly, and I also wanted to thank you guys for all of the sweet comments on like my New Year's resolutions video and like my bag review that I did. I recently had to go to a funeral. It was actually for my grandma, and it's very odd because this is the first grandparent that has died. I'm laughing because it's like I'm not nervous, but I laugh when I'm like in an awkward situation. That always gets me into trouble, actually. I remember one time I was on this church retreat, and what's it called? They were talking about like this family, and they were like, oh, like the Funks, and I started laughing, and I was like, the Funks? And no one was laughing with me, and I was like, oh, that's a real name? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh god, my laughter gets me into so much trouble. But anyway, yes, my grandma died. What a great transition back to that. And it was very odd for me because, like I said, this is the first time I've had a grandparent die, like someone that's related to me, and I just didn't really know how to process it. I also really don't like going to funerals. I've only been to about 4 funerals in my life, and I remember one time I went to someone's wake and I didn't even know them. I was on the track team, and this girl, she was like 2 years older than me. She just got a car, so we were like, oh, let's get in the car, let's go to McDonald's. And she was like, okay, but before practice I have to go to a wake. And we were like, yeah, we'll go to the wake. And I went to someone's wake, and I didn't even know who that man was. Like, I didn't even know who he was. But needless to say, I have only been to a few funerals, and I don't like going to funerals. But I had to go to this one, and it was just so odd. Like, trigger warning if you are sensitive to stuff like this. But it was so odd to me because it didn't really seem like she was gone. It just looked like she was sleeping. So I felt like I wasn't really able to process it because I didn't cry. Oh my god, give me a second, hold on. I felt like I didn't really process it because I didn't cry, and I don't know why. Just for some reason I couldn't cry at the funeral. And then like a day after, when I got back, I think it like kind of hit me. Like, it was like, oh wow, like she actually died, you know? And I know that sounds really weird, but I think it just didn't really set in until afterwards, and I was thinking about like my other grandparents, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to process this. Like, I think for me, I never really thought about, oh god, I'm out of breath. I never really thought about certain people dying, and now that can actually happen, well, obviously it's bound to happen, but now that like I realize it, it's very mind-boggling to me. Because like when you're a kid, you see these people and you think that they live forever, and then when they don't, it's like, I don't know, it just kind of it kind of hit me in a weird way. And I don't think that I really know how to process grief. I feel like who really knows how to process it? So that's just something I've been dealing with. And then I also ended up raising my prices for my business. I talked about this in my resolutions video, how I wanted to raise my prices eventually, and I did end up doing that actually, which I'm really happy about. I feel like my regular clients took very well to it. No one like really said anything that I know of. I did like a close friend story and said like, gave them the heads up, and I basically gave them like almost a month in advance to when my price increase would be. And it was mainly to like the cost of supplies, and also just I felt like the amount of work that I was doing, it just wasn't enough. So I did raise my prices, which I'm very happy about, but it's kind of a little upsetting because I am going to be taking a break from taking new clients actually. And it's because I had a new client and they just made me feel so uncomfortable. And it's just, it made me really upset because I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character, especially when I'm taking new clients, because you never know. And also a lot of the clients that I've had have been referrals. So I know someone that knows them, if that makes sense. So I can kind of tell like how the client's gonna be based off who recommended them. So this person, I don't think she knew anyone that I was taking. And I won't give too much details, but basically when I like set up an appointment, I always do a deposit because there was a while where I was having a lot of no-shows and the deposit was like super cheap. It was like $15. So I feel like people are like, oh, it's just $15. So I raised my deposit to $40 because I'm like, I'm not losing $40. I don't care. So I raised the price so that I could limit the amount of no-shows that I had, which I completely did. So when I, tell the deposit, which is for new clients, by the way, my $40 deposit. So when I tell them the deposit price, I also let them know what the balance will be. So just in case you like want to pay in cash, you know exactly how much you're paying, and there's no like, there's no surprise cost, So, and also if you want extra things like color, glitter, certain lengths, I do charge a little bit more. So I always tell them the price beforehand. So told her the price. When she came in, she just kept on asking me about the price, which is fine. Like, you can definitely ask questions, but I felt like it was a little like, I felt like she was asking me a question to something that I had already like really clarified to her, because I want to make sure that there are no surprise costs. And obviously, like, if you're unsure and you just want to make sure, like, feel free to ask questions. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm annoyed because she asked a question, that's not what I'm saying. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it goes with what else goes in the story. So she gave me an inspiration picture, and basically when I was done, she didn't like it. And I was just like, I tried to rectify the situation, which I feel like I did. Like, I offered to fix it, but I just felt like, when it feels like someone's just trying to like find an issue with something. I felt like that's what it was, because when I tell you, I really feel like I did the inspiration picture spot on for what she asked for, and I feel like she had something different in mind, which that gets confused all the time. But just some other things had happened that just made me feel really uncomfortable, and it just makes me feel very wary of just taking new people right now. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from new clients. That kind of stressed me out because I was like really on a roll for January. Like, I got so many new people. I was really happy, but this one kind of threw me off a little bit, So just taking a break with that. I'm gonna do some eyeliner really quick. I can't talk while I do this because I will mess it up. Looks good. Like, my makeup looks so much better than I was doing it this morning. I just don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk about was I was talking to my my friend recently about like making friends, and so it's not stupid, but it's just like it's kind of stupid. So this is like my best friend, but she lives in a different state from me, so I don't get to see her that often. And we're always like, oh, like I wish I had friends that are like me, that are near me. So like we were talking about that, and then we were talking again, and I was so like for example, like some people talk about like high maintenance friends and low maintenance friends. My friend is more of a low maintenance friend, so like she doesn't have to talk to me every single day. And I feel like I'm like that as well. Like I don't have to talk to certain people all the time to feel like we're friends. But I definitely went through, not that I went through, but I definitely like that idea of a high maintenance friend. Like, I don't know why. I have no problem talking to someone all the time. But if I don't talk to them, like, I would want them to be understanding. But I really like, I don't know, I like girls that are like, always want to talk and always want to hang out. If I really like them, I really like that. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's like cute. I like it. But yeah, but ow, fucking bitch. But going back to my point, we were discussing how we want to make friends, but we're not like the best friends. At least like I can definitely admit that. Like, so for me, I really want to like make friends that are like, you know, that like can hold a conversation. Like I feel like I'm not the one just like talking and like make plans, but at the same time I'm the same person that doesn't answer back and doesn't make plans. So it's very contradicting. Like I want a good friend, but sometimes it's hard for me to be a good friend, at least making new friends, if that makes sense, because I feel like I am a good friend, but it's like very hard for me to take the steps to make new friendships. I feel like that makes sense. I don't know if that's coming off as making sense, but I think I need to make more of the initiative to like, you know, get to know people, because I'm very set in my ways. I'm really, really picky, and that's not the best when it comes to meeting new people, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, I tell my boyfriend this all the time, I feel like I can find someone who's exactly like me. But my boyfriend's always like, if you met yourself, you wouldn't be friends with yourself. And I was like, that's not true. I feel like I'd be best friends with myself. But at the same time, I get it. So I think I need to be more open to people that have different interests as me. Like we don't have to like everything. Like obviously I would love to have more than one thing in common. But if we don't have a ton of things in common, but we still get along, like I need to be open to that, because I'm sure there are a lot of things that I do that certain people, you know, wouldn't like. I think that's gonna be my goal with making new friends. And like I met this one girl that I really, really liked, but it was kind of hard for us to keep in touch just because we had our own separate lives, and I wish that I had like reached out to her more, because I really, really did like her. But I hate when I reach out to people and it's like, oh, we should hang out, we should catch up, and you do that whole thing and then you don't talk for like months, and then you do it again, and it's like, I do that and I would hate if someone did that to me. So that's why I stopped reaching out to her. But otherwise she was so sweet. I had met her over the pandemic, and she was really, really nice. And she's just a really sweet girl. But maybe I'll reach out again. But I just felt like I don't like reaching out to people and not actually committing to the plans. Oh wow, my lashes actually came out kind of good. They didn't look like this when I did them a couple hours ago. I really want to do a lash serum, but I just see so many horror stories about how like for example, Grande Lash, like makes, because I used Grande Lash before, but I didn't use it consistently, but it gave me like really dark under eyes. And I don't like that it, what is it? It causes orbital eyelid loss or something like that, orbital skin loss. So basically like your eyelid, it kind of eats away at the skin. And I don't know if you can see, but my eyelids are two different shapes. So this one is almost like a monolid, but this one is just like a regular like hooded double eyelid. It's because I have these two folds right here. So if this fold was a little bit less, then it would match this one. And for so long I would actually use tape to make them match, but I'm finally at a point in my life where I like how they look. Like it doesn't bother me that they're mismatched, and I'm afraid if I use the Grande Lash, it's gonna make this like eyelid like even deeper, and then this one, like it's just gonna be a hot mess. So I'm choosing not to do that. But I've seen so many people with such great results. Like for example, I have a client and she was getting lash extensions for years, and like I could not figure out why her lashes were falling off. Like they wouldn't last more than 3 days. So I recommended Grande Lash to her, and her lashes are so freaking long. Like they almost, like if she were to curl them, I swear they would touch up to here. They're so long. But she already has hooded eyes, so I can't tell. Not hooded, she has like a deep set eye, so I can't tell if the Grande Lash like did that, and I don't want to ask. But it's just like I know that it works. Like I see Jenny's lashes, and her lashes look really good. Like they look really long, but I'm a little too nervous to do it. So with my lash lift, it makes my lashes look long. They stay curled, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you don't mind that orbital eye loss, I say try it, because I think it really does wonders. I'm using this Stila glitter eyeshadow. This is in the shade Wonderlust. I usually use the shade Kitten Karma, and I actually picked these up because they were on sale. Like I was eyeing them for a while, and I don't know about your Sephora, but the Sephora I went to in the city, in Union Square, they don't sell Stila products. They only sell like the eyeliner or something. So I couldn't find these in store to swatch. I just had to buy them, but it was actually on sale, and I got this color because I saw a girl on TikTok with it, and it looks really pretty. And I tried it for the first time, I think it was on Tuesday, and I really like it. I didn't put a ton on right now, but I feel like it makes you look like you're crying. I know that sounds bad, but I really like that look, and I just think it looks really cute. The Kitten Karma one is more gold, but this one is like iridescent, so I think that it matches my skin tone really nicely. And then I'm just gonna go in with my ColourPop pencil in BFF2. This is amazing. And I'm gonna do both raspberry and berry on my lips today, the Dior lip gloss. Okay, and this is the finished hair and makeup. I just kind of tried to lay down my flyaways. I swear ever since I had bleached my hair, it's just has so much breakage like right here, so I have so many flyaways. So I'm sorry if that bothers you. Just sometimes like I lay it down and they just literally fly back up. And yeah, my jewelry is from at least the earrings are from Missouri. These were actually a birthday gift. I believe these are the croissant hoops, and then this is just a diamond necklace from Etsy. I believe the jeweler is called Furco's Jewelry, I think. I will link everything down below. As far as the outfit, my top is from Express. I purchased this, I think, over the fall, and it's really nice. It is a little bit on the thinner side, so definitely make sure you're wearing a flesh tone bra, because in the back you can see your bra, and it's really nice. But I do wish that it was a little bit more double line, just so that it can give you more of that sucked in effect. It does have a thong bodysuit closure. And then my pants are from Aritzia. These are the Aritzia Effortless pants in the shade Seville. I purchased these in the short version. So they have short, regular, and tall. Short works best for me because I'm around 5'3", 5'4". So when I wear boots and sneakers, they fit just right. And I also got these in a size 4 as well. My bag is just my Saint Laurent Lulu bag. And then I'm wearing these shoes by the brand I believe. It is the sister brand to Uniqlo. I'm wearing these because these are most comfortable, but I think normally I would wear a more pointed toe because I feel like it goes better. And then my jacket is from Express, but I actually purchased it from Poshmark because they don't sell it on Express anymore. So it's just this camel wrap coat, really nice. I feel like it really elevates any outfit. Like I find if I'm dressed really casual, but I put this coat on, I look a little bit more like businessy, which I really like. And I have this Burberry scarf that I got from Grailed. It is the muffler, so it's the shorter version. But yeah, that is just my outfit. I hope you guys liked everything. I will link everything down below. The only things that I might not be able to link is the coat, but I will try to find something very similar if you guys are interested in it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like these type of get ready with me's. I always love sitting down and chatting with you guys. Let me know if you guys have any other requests. I will be putting up a favorites video and a bag review if they are not up already. So definitely make sure to go check those out. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.